Let's get it. It's an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Carolinas, and I'm so glad to see it, as we always like to say. I just had one of the most intriguing, is the word, conversations with a young lady who said she used to be a minister in training. And I say intriguing because she's now into African spirituality. And I said, oh boy, to where she speaks to her ancestors, and her ancestors are leading her down the righteous path. And I felt compelled to tell her my testimony. I usually don't get into all folks' business like that unless the Most High is leading me. So like I said, I felt really compelled to tell her my testimony. And after that, just leave it as it is and go and do my exercise and workout. And see, that was just like my thought for today. Trust the process. Trust the process. Keep him as the audience of one. It's not up to me to win folks over. It's up to me to do what he tells me to do. And he'll win them over. We was talking about how the word has been tainted. And then she came back herself and said that the higher power himself would be able to speak to you and let you know what's true and what's untrue. I said, okay, you actually making my point for me. I don't have to say anything. And she said a few things that just irked my spirit. But at the same time, I had to remember who's my audience of one and trust the process. All I can do is show her my scars and tell her my story. And trust the Most High is using this as water to the sea. As water to the sea. Now, I may never hear this young lady's testimony after today, after he delivers her and get her on the righteous path. Of course, I told her I was Hebrew, and she said she has friends that are Hebrew. So I trust that she would take a second look at the Hebrew faith coming out of the Christian faith going into African spirituality. So we're going to trust the process. And see, we're going to have faith in the Most High today. We're not going to try to be overbearing on people. Just like I said a week or two ago, I'm not out here trying to say I'm going to go and witness to folks. I'm going to run up to this fella, whoever I see, and tell them about the Most High. No, not I, said the cat. Not I. What I'm going to do is walk step by step this day and every day and do what he tells me to do, and I'm going to trust the process. He said he would not suffer my foot to be moved. And that's with everything that comes my way. Once I take a stand in faith in him and in his process, it's over. And I must say, I thank the Most High that as I was walking away, I could see that the young lady's wheels were turning in her mind. See, what I'm learning, the sad truth about Christianity is that they're pushing a whole lot of our people into false beliefs. They have abused the Most High's word so bad that our people are saying that his holy text is too corrupt for them to believe in, and that it's being manipulated by them folks. And although this is true, but the truth is not that we can't trust the Most High's Ruach HaKodesh, who will lead us into all truth. See, that's the truth. And we can trust him to lead us into all truth, regardless of who tells us a lie. See, our job is to trust the Most High in his process. See, he leads us all into the truth, but by different means. This is no cookie cutter process, even though all the ingredients are the same. We have had these televangelists, line of folks after their monies. Even the folks that look like us, lying to us for the money. But see, the Most High is ready to judge. So all I can say is, don't be one of those folks that he says, I don't know you, simply because you never tried to understand and know him. Yes, that was a very intriguing conversation. I didn't get fearful, as like I told you, I don't know much about this. But what I do know is the Most High through my own experience and my testimony. So that much I do know, that I'm walking and talking today because of him. A walking, talking miracle. But fam, we're gonna jump on this bike, get us 5 or more in, and take it to the highs. Let's get it. I'm in this looking clouds. That Joe got mental problems. I caught him gruffing at me like a daggone dog. He gonna try to look away real quick. Probably another one of them Hebrews done took that jab. Out here crazy. Barking at me like a dog. So I gotta tell my wife, them her people. I say, them your peoples. Them your peoples. Whenever any of our folks or us folks act questionable, I tell her that those are her people, not mine. I say, they're gonna be your folks acting crazy. Of course, he don't have nothing else better to do while he waiting on his bus. Than to rough at me like a daggone dog. See, we have to look over certain folk and not let them get to us. I pray for his mind that he would come to know the Most High before it's too late. And being such an inquisitive fella, I had so many questions I wanted to ask the young lady. But see, even in those questions, it's not up to me to find out from her. So I have to go to the Most High with those questions. And 9 times out of 10, I already know the answer. You see, sometimes we want to try to trap folks off in their unbelief to make them see things like we see them. But once the young lady told me that she was a minister in training, that was kind of my cue to definitely lean in and depend on the Father. See, I hadn't even got the words out of my mouth about trying to do things in my own way before here come Hasatan to try to take me out of that vow. Or reaffirming that vow. See, a lot of it has to do with that script we read about the Most High being long-suffering and patient with us. See, we all have to find repentance in our hearts on this subject. Because whether we know it or not, we all are guilty of this one major sin, and that's our selfish ambition and trying to do it our way. See, that's just like me getting out here today and yesterday, which I did get out yesterday and did a whole live recording. Not live, but a whole recording. But I get to the house and start looking through my recordings. I couldn't find her. I said, okay. So that kind of put me back in the mentality that I need to stay in. Because I had the mentality, the idea that I need to keep on putting out these recordings because somebody is depending on me. And oh boy, was I sadly mistaken. See, as long as we don't get our wires crossed, in other words, the big head, about who we really are, with and then without the Most High, then He can continue to use us for His glory. But see, once we start getting the wires crossed, and what I mean by that is stop using Him as your power wire. Oh boy. See, He's your power wire. And when you disconnect from your power, you're going at it in your own strength. And that takes us right back to our thought for today. Have faith in the Most High. Simply obey. See, we like to, what do they say, cut curves or take shortcuts when it comes to obedience. We want to rely on grace and mercy. Grace and mercy. Matter of fact, I'm not trying to do anything but be obedient. And see, I saw that young lady's eyebrows go to attention when I was telling her about the vices that the Most High delivered me from. See, after the fact, when you're open to the Most High's teaching moment, He'll begin to teach you about what was actually done. About the process that He's working. See, what I'm learning more than anything else is that I'm a vessel. And I just let folks talk. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell on their real understanding. Or should I say lack thereof. See, during this season more than anything else, the Most High is teaching me to be a listener and to digest what I've heard and less critiquing of what I heard while I'm hearing it. Because we would all want to be an effective witness for the Most High, but we need to be taught. And it somewhat hurts my feelings when I hear one of the daughters of Zion saying that they are in African spirituality and that she have altars set up in her home, and that her ancestors speak to her. And I did ask her one question. I said, so do your ancestors speak to you in the present, or is this from past memories of what you was taught by them? And she said both. I pretty much think without even thinking or questioning what was said in the question. Because I think by asking that question, the Most High was actually answering it within the question itself. Because ain't no ancestor speaking to nobody. Besides in memories, and it's the Most High that bring them memories back up for that moment. See, the only ancestors that folks are hearing from is actually devils, demons that have been speaking to folks ever since the fall of man. And see, something else I must remember when dealing with anybody concerning what they believe or not, especially someone like this young lady who says that she was a minister in training. I did want to ask the question, in training? And yes, in training. Spot like that idea the Most High gave me a few weeks ago about a trial sermon. In fact, how y'all, what a trial sermon actually means. Because when I peep in the Word, I never heard the Most High telling Jeremiah or Moses or Samuel that he was going to give them a trial run. No. Either you're called or you're not. However, the giftings behind that call goes right back into what I'm thinking about what the text says. The Most High said, choose life. I set before you life and death. Choose life. So he always, in my understanding, on this fact is pretty doggone good. The Most High is always gonna put the ball back in our court. Or put us in the put us in the pool. When he put us in the ball back in our court, he's gonna say dribble, shoot, or pass. And those are only commandments we get. And when he put us in the pool, he's basically saying sink or swim. Yeah. But it all boils back down to our thought of today. Are you gonna have faith in the Most High or not? Are you gonna trust Him and simply obey or not? Like this old coon asked me one time out on the street. He said, which way you want to go? Which way you want to go? And he had pulled a knife out on me. And I said to myself, I don't want to go no way with you. I don't believe in getting poked. So you got it. And see, it's the same with our relationship with the Most High. He's saying which way you want to go. Do you want to simply obey, or do you want to get poked? Or do you want the fire? Or do you want to sink and swim in the lake of fire? See, a lot of folks don't talk about that lake no more. Nor hell, which is extending its borders. And it has to be daily, especially now because people are going away from here. See, I saw that young lady when I was telling her my testimony. I saw her eyebrows raising as I was showing her my scars. And see, people know when you jiving them or doing something with a preconceived notion. But see, they also know when you're bull jiving them. And trying to get something from them. And with that, that's gonna be my time. Stay up, keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom.